मैं वंदना आप सबका यूपीएससी टाइम में स्वागत करती हूँ। आज की वीडियो में हम एनसीईआरटी हिस्ट्री क्लास 9th का चैप्टर 7 देखने वाले हैं, विच इज़ अ हिस्ट्री एंड स्पोर्ट्स द स्टोरी ऑफ द क्रिकेट। नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट द चैप्टर. Now the concept behind the cricket. Cricket grew out of many sticks and the ball game played in England nearly 500 years ago. By the 17th century, it evolved enough to be recognizable as a distinct game. It became so popular that its fans did not mind to be fined for playing it on a Sunday instead of going to the church. And till 18th century, cricket bats were carved in a shape like the hockey sticks. What is the historical development behind the game of the cricket? Cricket in India. Cricket was given its unique nature by the history of England. Peculiarities of cricket: a match can go on 4-5 days and still end in a draw. Length of the pitch is specified 25 yards, but the size or shape of the ground is not. Reason behind this is a cricket rule were made before the Industrial Revolution, when life moved at a slow pace. Cricket was played on a common. Each common had a different shape and size. There were no designed boundaries or a boundary hit. The first written law on a cricket was the 1744 principle shall chosen from among the gentlemen present two umpires who shall absolutely decide all the disputes. Stumps must be 22 inches high and the bail across them 6 inches. Must be between 5 to 6 ounces. Two sets of the stumps 22 yards apart. There were no limits on the shape or the size of the bat. The world first cricket club was formed in Hambledon in 1760. The Marylebone Cricket Club (MCC) was founded in 1787. In 1788, the MCC published its first revision of the law and became the guardian of the cricket regulation. A series of changes in the game occurred in the second half of the 18th century. It became common to pitch the ball through the air. Curved bats were placed by the straight one. Weight of the ball was limited to between 5.5 to 534 ounces. Width of the ball was limited to 4 inches. A third stump became a common. 3 days had become the length of the measure match. First six-seam cricket ball was introduced. 19th century saw some more changes. Wind ball rule was implanted. Exact circumferences of the ball were specified. Cricket as a game changed and matured during the early phase of the Industrial Revolution, but remained true to origin in a rural England. Unlike other games, cricket was refused to remake its rule with the industrial or man-made materials. Protective equipment, however, has been influenced by the technological changes. The game and the English society. The organization of cricket in English reflect the nature of English society. The player of this game were divided into two categories: amateurs. These were the rich who played for a pleasure. They were gentlemen, or the amateurs player. These were the professional who played for money. Rules of the cricket were made up of favored gentlemen. These gentlemen did most of the batting. Their superiority over player made only the batsman captain of the team. It was said that the Battle of Waterloo was won on the playing field of the Eton. Team game like cricket, rugby were given credit for instilling value like discipline, importance, hierarchy, the skill, the code of the owner, and the leadership quality, and help them build and run the British Empire. The game became very popular in the Caribbean. The cricket here was a sign of social racial status, and Afro-Caribbean population was discouraged from the playing cricket. White initially dominated the game, and it was in 1960 when the Frank Worrell, a black player, led the West Indian team. Success in cricket became a measure of racial equality and the political progress. Though the early history of the Indian cricket team were not organized on a geographical principles, and it was not until 1932 that a national team was given the right to represent in India in a test match, cricket, race and religion. The first Indian club, the Kolkata Cricket Club, was established in 1792. The first Indian community was to play cricket were the Paris. They found the first Indian cricket club, the Oriental Cricket Club in Bombay in 1848. This became a precedent for other Indian who in turn established club based on India of religious community. By the 1890s, there was a talk of Hindu Jemen Khana and the Islam Jayam Khana. The colonial government encouraged communal clubs and the institution. Cricket began to be organized on a communal and a racial line. This was a quadrangular tournament because it was played by the four teams: Europeans, Paris, Hindus, and the Muslim. Later, it became a pentangular when the fifth team was added, namely the rest. By the 1930s to 40s, many people, including India's most respected political figure Mahatma Gandhi, condemned the pentacular for the dividing India communal line. Decolonization and sport. Decolonization was a process which led to decline of English influence in many areas, including sports. In 1932, India started playing as an international team with the C.K. Naidu with its maiden captain. Cricket was dominated till 70s by the nation like England and Australia, but with emergence of Asian power in a cricket like India, their influence declined. ICC initial was called Imperial Cricket Conference, but later renamed as International Cricket Conference. The colonial favor of the world cricket during 1950s to 60s can be seen from the fact that England and the other white Commonwealth countries, Australia and New Zealand, continued to play match with South Africa. It was only with the political pressure from the countries of Asia and Africa recently decolonized, combined with the liberal feeling in Britain, and forced the English Cricket Authority to cancel a tour by South Africa in 1970. Commerce, media and cricket today. The 1970s were the decade in which cricket was transformed. 1971 saw the first one-day international being played between England and Australia in Melbourne. In 1977, the game was changed forever by an Australian television tycoon, Kerry Packer. He saw cricket as a money-making television sport. He signed a 51 of the world leading cricketer and for most 2 years staged unofficial test and a one-day international under the name of World Series Cricket. Packer drove home the point that cricket was a marketable game which could generate huge revenue. Continuous television coverage made cricket celebrities. Television coverage also expanded the audience and the children become cricket fans. Cricket reached smaller town and village. Multinational companies created a global market cricket. These are the shifted the balance of the power in a cricket. India has the largest viewership for the game and hence the game center of gravity shifted to South Asia. With that, the interesting story of cricket, this chapter is complete, and in the next video we will cover the next chapter. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you are new on this channel, then please subscribe the channel and share with your friends, and stay tuned with this channel and share all the content of this channel. Thanks for watching the video. Stay tuned.